Play on 5-on-4. Kennard off on his first three-point attempt. He'll get another try at it and bury it, and that's what good three-point shooters
I
do.
think they say if at first you don't succeed,
that's right,
just shoot it again.
So 3-0. Pistons on top here early on, and they'll get a chance to add to it on the turnover. It's Kennard with 5 quick points.
Well, lack of athleticism. He knows the game, so he plays smart. And, you know, sometimes like that, there's a guy who more athletic than him.
Other end. Here's Ellenson with Labouré in front of him. Spinning. Ellenson's clearly got stronger from last year.
Yes.
Ready yet?
Not ready, yes.
For a team that was fighting for a playoff spot. Maybe on a bad team he might have got more minutes. Dotson in the open floor, and he'll finish it off for the New York Knicks, 11-6. Plumlee out of the post. To a cutting Randall Labouré is there for the putback.
That's what he is, a high-energy guy.
As well. Kennard running the floor with Labouré defending and Luke Kennard.
I learn something new every day. It's like when you said it, I was like, did I know that? I didn't.
Turns out you didn't.
Great pass. That's a good sign.
Ellenson gets it back from Moreland. Will try the deep two and shows off the touch. Cornette is a threat from out there at 7 feet. He is very much a stretch player as Nigel Hayes works into the post. Hayes out of Wisconsin.
No, I think that was Jamel Artis.
Oh, excuse me. You're right, Jamel Artis.
You're going to see that. You're going to see a lot of big men struggle right now.
Pierre Jackson, lightning quick, high off the glass and good. That's what Pierre Jackson does. Ellenson, no. Eventually it gets back into his hands, and Des Wells will calmly knock down the three.
So I'm just glad to see him bounce back.
12-2 run here by the Pistons, ended by Rathan Mays. Contracts have made that a reality. Got to deal with the Kentavious Caldwell-Pope as Cornette gets a block shot on Mike Tobey. 4 years in Lexington.
That doesn't happen much anymore.
Not very often. Here's Hollis Thompson, the NBA veteran.
He can shoot it.
Yes, he can.
He just needs the right opportunity.
Rathan Mays couldn't get past Jackson. Over to Dotson for 3, and that's good. In 7 attempts so far. Pistons are 3 of 7 from three-point range. Tobey down low, Plumlee in front of them. Good use of the shoulder by Tobey to create a little space and drop it home over Marshall Plumlee.
As they're going to see, this is the pace of the NBA. They're going to see when once training camp and the extra season gets there. This is the pace that they're going to play at.
Derek Willis with a little Dirk Nowitzki.
How about that?
Cornette from the elbow, hands off to Rathan Mays. And Artis 4-3 to lead it by a dozen. Here's Thompson setting up Tobey. Nice pass. And a better block by Artis at the rim as he turned away Mike Tobey. 1-footer?
Oh, yeah. I use it. I used to use it. I don't use it as much now.
Willis deep from 3, and that goes. Derek Willis is feeling it a little bit here early on. From floor, back to Des Wells. Willis tries to go baseline. And here's Hollis Thompson with the finish and one.
And that's a veteran move right there.
Found the right guy in the right spot here as Hollis Thompson gets the big finish.
Percent from 3. It's going to make it tough to win basketball games.
We saw that with the Miami Heat here yesterday. We were battling it all day long. Damian Dotson got really good players. The system tends to work.
Absolutely, and that's what I was going to say. I mean, you need some special players and guys who are willing to do has worked and has worked for Phil Jackson and those who have used it. You have guys that are willing to make the right pass, willing to give themselves up for the good of the offense.
Right. And it's so much of what they're going to become. It's hard to imagine a scenario at this point as Lorenzo Brown finishes nicely for the Pistons where Paul George just exited.
Right.
Maybe, they're looking to try to be a playoff team here this upcoming season.
Good backup point guard that can run a team is going to be important. Great pass.
Oh!
Great pass, great finish.
Triangle. Not a great outside shooter. Typically you want a point guard who can really catch and shoot in the triangle.
Great pass.
Finish the look by Kennard.
Off the duck.
5 to shoot for the Knicks. Dotson has it. Inside to Plumlee. Goes to the half hook.
It's a bruiser, man. He plays hard. When I say the the defensive leaders, I want to be very vocal. If I can help everybody defensively while still doing my job, I will.
Henry Ellenson with the deep three gets us going here in the third quarter.
If I want to stay and be as strong as possible, as quick as possible, I have to lift and do all of the extra work throughout the season, and I'm willing to do that.
Kennard to his right pulls up off the back rim. Ellenson has it. We'll get another shot, and it's Lorenzo Brown for three, number 20 for the Knicks. And there's Jones, flips it up and in. That's how you score 30 a night in any league.
Last year's.
I'll have to check on that. Ellenson, nice up and under, beautiful use of the glass, great footwork by the second-year man out of Marquette here between the Knicks and the Pistons right now. Here's Kennard, thought about it. Benajay for three. Pistons are 7 of 15 from the great beyond here this afternoon. Hayes tries the two and it goes for the Knicks, so they picked it up offensively here a little bit. Kennard to his right.
I've noticed. I mean, he's a left hand. He's a lefty, but I tell you what, he's not afraid to finish with his right hand in traffic. Get your team in the penalty because of his attack mentality.
Right. 5 points in 6 minutes of work from Jones as Moreland finishes and one. Eric Moreland heads to the free throw line for the Pistons.
Plumlee's so used to bodying up.
Yeah, it didn't happen.
To where it was nobody to hit, and it threw him off.
Jones back out to Artis. He'll try the three. And it goes for Jamal Artis. Noon for the Knicks. A lot of work to do. Jackson down low to Toby. Goes to the left hand. And knocks
using
it home.
Big body.
Pierre Jackson pulls up and knocks it down. Pierre Jackson's always been able to score the basketball.
He can score.
Did play a little bit in the NBA last year.
He can score. Get up and you just need points or to jump the game up. He's that type of player for you.
Derek Willis for three, knocked it down. He shot the ball well here this afternoon.
Man, he's getting it done. And I think that's a great move.
So in terms of moving forward now, the Carmelo Anthony situation has got to sort itself out one way or another. Rebuilding move, or maybe in an Eastern Conference where there appears to be even more opportunity now that they might be playing for a playoff spot, or maybe somewhere in the middle. And free throw to complete the three-point play.
I watched him shoot that at practice the other day, and I was in amazement. And some of the other players tried to do the same thing. Damian Dotson was going up there, and he said, "Nope, this is not for me."
Drew Barry and Brent Barry, who we work with, and Rick's father-in-law, Bruce Hale, played in the NBA back in the 1940s and 1950s and went on to coach in the ABA. Amazing family.
What do you think are the needs for the Knicks moving, well, currently, and of course, moving forward as they...
When you do examine his game from overseas, he's a guy that really can D up, and if with that long wingspan and his ability to cover ground, and I've seen a little bit of him practice the first day, has a good feel for the game. So defensive-minded wings, I think this team has been searching for that for a while. Damian Dotson's a guy that, at this point, listening to the coaching staff, they want to feel him out so far, this summer league, and then heading into training camp, see how he reacts to playing against NBA type of players who are at a different level, and we'll see if he can make that transition.
Yeah, I think it's the most important thing is how quickly can he adjust to this game and the style, the speed, like you said, trying to put players together, that have done a lot in their career. It's just a decision. I think at the end of the day, he's going to have to make more than anything. And I think when he does that, everybody can kind of move forward. Plays for guys. We've seen that, and he's won games for that, and he's made the right play where his other teammates miss shots.
Lorenzo Brown turns the corner, goes to the reverse.
Very nice.
Nicely finished by Brown.
Making the right play, he's taking what's there, and that's what you wanted for a point guard.
Well, that's another example of the difference between guys who come here with experience and guys who are going through this for the very first time.
Absolutely.
Rex.
Right. And I was going to say the 10-day guys that we had in Memphis, we had 26 guys that year. So I mean,
wow,
unreal.
Plumlee with the block. Here come the Knicks on the run. Randall for three. Looking good.